Hello, I'm Matt Guff from thehouse.com, and I'm here with Greg Fugate from Mervyn Manufacturing. That's Bent Metal Canoe, and of course, Libtech. How you doing, man?
Good.
Welcome
How are you?
Well, good. Welcome back to Minnesota.
Thank you.
Dude, you've been here for, this is your second day of like 3, right?
Second of 3, yes. We're having fun in the Great White North up here.
That's right. And Greg and one of the team riders for Canoe, Jackie, are kind of doing like a Midwest-ish Minnesota tour.
Sure. We're visiting a bunch of dealers around, making sure everyone's happy. The cold weather's come. Everything's good. We're going to get some. We have 2 bad years, so we need to have some good snow year
I
this
think
year.
we're going to have a good year.
Good year.
Good year.
For sure.
Right in front of us right now is actually a binding foam bent metal called the Transfer. We have 2 different kind of models. One is the Forrest Bailey colorway. The other is the blacked out Jamie Lynn. These are special bindings.
Yes.
They have some unique technology.
Correct.
What's up with the transfers?
Well, I mean, as we said earlier when we were talking, Bent Metal's been through a lot in the last few years.
Yeah.
We decided to actually completely reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
And to make that kind of cool, we actually went to our factory, which we're one of the last few remaining factories that's operating on a zero hazardous waste. Nobody's doing that.
Zero.
So we went to our craftsman there and we designed the whole binding around these drive plates.
Mm-hmm.
Each of the models are going to have a different drive plate, from the Logic, the Transfer to the Solution, and it's going to be like a mini snowboard with flex to them.
Yeah.
You're able to control that with a carved out base plate, and you're able to kind of fine tune your flex how you want. You can take the Logic, the nice soft one, and throw it into the medium, or you can take the stiff one in the Solution and throw it down to the medium, or vice versa, wherever you want there.
Got it.
We have the easy to use forward lean.
That's a nice touch.
Easiest in the industry. Kind of the nice holes back here to hold your board.
Yep.
Preformed EVA straps, aluminum buckles, toe cap. Ultra light, and we have in Forrest's model, we have his artwork on there. It allows our craftsmen and artists to kind of do their own artwork. And believe it or not, in the box, when you open it up, you have this one, and you have the opposite. So it's not a snafu. It is actually on purpose. So you have a blue base plate with a white, and vice versa. So it actually has fun, and we're trying to bring snowboarding back to being fun. Yeah.
So with the base plate, that's a pretty cool idea. How it's all so interchangeable. So you can take like a soft or a stiff binding, and then you could have you can make it even more soft or stiff depending on what the drive plate is like.
Correct. We have 3 levels of them, as I said. We have essentially a 1, a 5, and a 10. Okay. And they kind of fit in different flexes.
What's that one?
This is the medium, which would be like your 5 to 6, and you can see you have there.
Yeah.
We actually have on this little key ring, we have all 3 of the plates there without the EVA inserts on them, and you can kind of flex the soft one, and you get to the stiff one, and it's really stiff. That barely
flexes. So this would be considered the 1, and this is in the Logic.
Correct.
And this is
the Transfer.
This is the Transfer, which is the Forrest Bailey and
Jamie Lynn. Most of our team riders ride that one.
And this is the last one, which is in the
Solution.
In the Solution, that hardly it bends, but not as much as the Logic or the Transfer. Huh. Now again, with the story of this thing, why is it like? I like this because like when I hike, I like holding my board actually by my binding instead of my board.
It was designed, to help with the flex, with the ASIM high back on it and so forth. But kind of a byproduct of that is actually the handle to make it. You can carry your board very easily with this. Shovel them there. It looks good. It looks clean. It cuts down the weight, but it doesn't do anything to the performance.
Sure. Yeah, and I like that high back too. You said asymmetrical high back.
Asymmetrical, correct.
Yeah. So it has a little bit more lateral style, kind of like cupping along the outside. I don't know if I'd call it a wingback by any means.
Yeah, we're not going to push the envelope with that word. Yes.
Yeah, but it does have a little bit more of a wrap than the medial side.
Correct.
Yeah.
Give you a little bit more support through your heel side. And essentially, if you look at these bindings and you look at the models and the riders they're designed for, it kind of makes sense.
Right.
Jamie's iconic Forrest wants a little bit more support when he's doing his freestyle riding. And then some of the other ones you'll see later definitely will reflect on the riders they're designed for.
That's right. It's a very simple style design.
Correct.
And there's a lot of toolless adjustability as well.
Yes.
You know, like on the straps, of course, like you don't need a tool to center the straps along your boots, which is nice.
Not at all. And it's something nice to talk about with the flex plate. It makes us different than anything else out there, which is cool. And we wanted to really, really maintain, you know, kind of status quo with our factory and make something that's here in the U.S.
That's good, and that's the same thing with like even Forrest's boards. And,
correct.
And it kind of matches up well.
Believe it or not, yes, they worked very well together with that. Forrest did his graphic on there.
Yep.
And Jamie's is all murdered out, so you can kind of throw that on anything, which is sick. And it's got a traditional Jamie artwork. And
if you're someone who grew up in like the late '80s, early '90s, you know, like if Jamie's name's on it, it's something that you can trust because he's not
correct.
He just want his
Jamie's very slow to change on different things, and he's very set in his ways, and he likes what he likes, and that's it. And when he rode this, he loved him, and so we've kind of moved on and worked with him and made a really, really nice set of bindings.
Yeah, awesome. Greg, cool. Thank you so much for being here.
No worries. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you guys, of course, for watching. Make sure to check out any of the transfers for Forrest Bailey or, of course, Jamie Lynn at thehouse.com. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below. And make sure to subscribe to the Houseboard Shop YouTube channel by hitting that little subscribe button. And you can see more videos with Greg and I and some other industry influencers as well. And we'll see you guys on Snow. Thanks again.